they're selling themselves as if they can, and millions of people are buying it. Things like patience, courage, self-discipline. People who lose self-discipline, who don't control themselves, have become putty in the hands of tyrants. If you do not govern yourself, you will be governed. There are plenty of people who will be happy to take your liberties from you the moment they have an opportunity, and if they can use any misbehavior on your part as an excuse to take your liberties, they will. These and other character traits I think we're losing in this country, and all this stuff we talk so much about in the news that seems so horrendous, that's the consequence. People lose their character first, then they lose their pocketbooks and their liberty. There's a direct connection. Now, should we be pessimistic? I hope you're not. Pessimism is a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you're pessimistic, you're not going to work very hard. Right? Because if you feel like it's all over, we've lost, so well, why bother? Just live it up for the moment. Pessimism is self-fulfilling. One way to be sure the other side wins and everything goes down the toilet is for good people to say it's all over, I'm not going to do anything. Pessimism also never attracts people to a cause. You can't win people over if you say, well, yeah, this is a worthy cause, but we're not going to win it. Will you sign up? People want to know they're going with a winner. And so you got to find reasons to be optimistic. I can think of many times in history when a people faced some pretty long odds, pretty overwhelming obstacles, and yet didn't give up, and in fact, because of their perseverance, some of them prevailed. How would you like to, hey, some of you may be old enough to remember 1942, that must have been a pretty dark year for civilization, right? With Hitler on the march. And it wasn't at all plain in 1942 that he wouldn't win that war. How about if you were a liberty believer in communist Poland in 1986? Martial law had been declared 5 years before. The Soviet Empire, you're part of it. How are you ever going to get rid of that? I mean, lots of examples. So I would never give up, never give the other side the luxury of winning anything without a fight. I would hope all of you would want to someday go to your reward, irrespective of what's actually happened in the world around us, and be able to say, well, I at least did my part. I didn't become part of the problem. I did all that I could. I educated. I raised my kids properly. I served as the best example myself that I could. I didn't add to our problems. I did what I could to resolve them. What more can a good person ever hope to be able to say? Do that, and the political chips will fall where they may. But I do know we cannot win if people who know the truth will not fight for it, and will not say so, will not defend it, will not take risks on its behalf. The number of people in the world who have lived in liberty, among the billions present and in the past, pretty tiny. It's not the conventional order of business. Most people have lived as serfs or slaves or under some kind of dictatorial regime. We're special. But there's nothing about liberty that's automatic. There's nothing about it that's guaranteed. There's nothing that says just because we have it or our parents had it, that our children and their children will have it. When Ben Franklin was leaving the Constitutional Convention in 1787, he was famously asked, Mr. Franklin, what form of government have you given us? And his reply was, a republic, madam, if you can keep it. He didn't say it's a republic and you'll always have it and it's just guaranteed, enjoy life. Because he knew that you can't just wind it up and walk away from it. You have to be vigilant. You've got to understand liberty. Anybody in the world can be a socialist. All you have to do is want something that doesn't belong to you. And be willing to use force to get it. Or hire somebody else to use force to get it for you. Liberty takes work. It takes education. It takes commitment. If I thought we were going to lose, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing. We'd shut down our organization. But we still have great confidence and faith that if you present the truth and you do it persuasively, you get the message out, what more can you do? We can ultimately win. We don't know the future, except I know that at FEE, at least, we're never giving up. And I hope that you'll continue to spread the word in every way you know how. And we'd be honored if you decide after you look at some of our literature that you want to help us do the same. Thank you for being so attentive and being so faithful friends of liberty.
If you want to continue to be the slaves of the bankers who pay for the cost of your own slavery, continue to allow the bankers to create money and control credit like they've been doing for 200 years.
So thank you, Mr. Reed.